Hi. All right. We're going to look at solving equations by factoring. So here are two, example one, example two. Oh, we need a zero there. All right, so what I want you to do is pause the video and try and solve these. And we have to factor these out. And so factoring is the opposite of multiplying together. So try and find the binomial factors of this one and factor out something here to try and get an n by itself. So pause the video, try that, and we'll come back together. All right, so what we're trying to do is break this up, first one up into its binomial factors. X squared plus 2x plus 1. All right, let's see what we can do. So we want to get this. I'm trying to split it up. So let's see. These first terms need to multiply to x squared. Well, x will work because x times x is x squared. Now, the last numbers need to multiply to positive 1. So let's see, 1 and 1. And this middle term is positive. So I'm just going to toss this out here, plus 1, plus 1. All right, I want to double check. It's always good to double check our work. I'll check with the purple pen. Multiply together, we should get this thing that we started with. X times x, x squared, x times 1 plus x, 1 times x plus x, 1 times 1 is plus 1. And sure enough, look at that, x squared plus 2x plus 1. So this is a way to check that we factored it correctly. I encourage you to do that as we go along. But here we've done that. So now we can go and work on solving this. All right, let's see. Well, this times this needs to give us 0, which means, let's see, one of these has to be 0. So what we have is x plus 1 equals 0. Well, let's see, what plus 1 equals 0? Negative 1. And that would be the same here, so that negative 1 would work. Now this one, we're going to factor out an n, so let's see. We're going to factor that out. So if we divide this term out by an n, we're going to be left with 1, n, good. And then if we factor an n out of here, it'll be minus 1/4, because we're dividing out that n. Because then we can check, we could multiply back in and verify that we get this thing. So let's see, just for completeness, let's check this. N times n is n squared. N times negative 1/4 is negative n times 1/4, which is the same, this is the same as n divided by 4. So there we go. Now the bigger thing is we're looking for this to equal 0. Well, that means we're looking at this term being 0 or this term being 0. That will make it work. So let's see. N times 0, or n is 0, because if n is 0, it doesn't matter what this is. And then let's see, n minus 1/4 equals 0. So let's see, add the quarters, so then n would be 1/4. Oh, look at that. All right, pretty nifty. Okay, so those are our two solutions. Great. Let me see about putting up two others, and then we'll try those. Okay, here we go. So example 3, we have the quantity x minus 2 times the quantity x plus 4 equals 0. And then t squared minus 12t plus 36 equals 0. All right, give yourself a try at solving those for x and t, and we'll go from there. All right, so with this third one, example 3, we want one of these to equal 0, so we're looking at each of them being 0. So x minus 2 equals 0. Well, what minus 2 equals 0? There we go, x is 2, sure enough. And then here, x plus 4 equals 0, so we're going to get, let's see, x equals negative 4. Because negative 4 plus 4 equals 0. Great. Now, for example, for Nerfington, it's going to be a factoring thing like this. So we need to factor this into its binomial factors and see if we can get this, this same trinomial. Let's see. The first term is t squared, so that means the first term in each binomial will be t, because t times t is t squared. Let's see. We need to find some numbers that multiply to positive 36. Let's see. I know 9 and 4 work. 9 times 4 is 36. But here we got a problem because I'm already seeing something. No way can you combine 9 and 4, adding or subtracting, to get negative 12. So that's not a correct answer. But now that I think about it, 36 has the factors of 6 and 6, and negative 12, if we add both of those together, negative 6 plus negative 6, we'll get negative 12. And if we multiply them, we get 36. So this will work. And we're looking for when does this equal 0? Well, again, it just so happens that these are the same binomial. So t minus 6 equals 0. And, well, that means t is equal to 6. There we go. All right. So there we go. We solved equation. Well, we did the process of solving equations by factoring. There we go. All right. Bye.